Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Pro YouTube channel, and in this video we are going to discuss something really important and something really demanding. Top 10 interview questions for the data analyst interview. So the roadmap to become a data analyst may sound little bit easy. Also, if you look at the tech stack to become a data analyst, that will also look little bit easy. But honestly telling you, if you are going to appear in your next data analyst interview, the tech question and the behavioral questions and even your project and design related questions would not be that simpler. So that is why if you are planning and if you are applying for the data analyst role and if your interviews are planned in upcoming days, then do watch this video till the very end, because I am going to talk about top 10 data analyst interview questions which you will definitely face. First is, can you explain the key differences between the SQL and NoSQL databases? Which one would you prefer for your use case and why? This question is definitely really important because being a data analyst, your work will revolve around these databases. So you should technically know the exact differences between these things. And let's say you are building a data solution and you are working on it, then for your design specifically, which one would you choose? And literally you cannot decide which one to choose, SQL or NoSQL databases, if you do not know these key differences and the trade-offs of using each of them. So go through with the core concepts of SQL and NoSQL databases, their properties, how they work, and what are the general use cases where these kind of databases can be used, their advantages, disadvantages. And once you are ready with these bullet points and you have these benchmarkings, then you will be able to decide which one to be used. Second question is, how would you deal with missing values in a data set? Please explain some techniques which you might use to clean the missing values. So this is also very important question related to EDA, means exploratory data analysis, because when you work on a data set to pull meaningful insight, you cannot expect your data to be perfectly fine every time. It may contain some garbage, it may contain some garbage values and missing values. So you should know that if you are processing this kind of data, how you can deal with those missing values. If missing values or null values are present in the data, whether you want to clean them and you want to populate them with some default values, what would be the technique, what kind of libraries and functions you will be using, be it the Python or R. So it is all about related to exploratory data analysis using pandas, numpy, or any other library in R language. So you should know all those techniques which you can use to deal with the data cleaning part or ultimately dealing with the null values. Third is, can you explain the concept of data normalization and why is it very much important in the data analysis? So this question is somehow related to the data modeling part. So if you are building a data model or a data warehouse for a particular use case, then what could be the scenarios where you would like to keep your data normalized? And even there is a concept of data denormalization as well, and there are specific rules as well to normalize your data model as well, like 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, BCNF. So you should have a really good idea about it. If there is a use case and even someone has designed a data model for it, then as a newcomer and as a incoming data analyst, if you want to contribute on that project, how you can optimize it using these normalization concepts. Fourth question, can you explain the main steps of a typical data analysis project from collection to presentation part? What kind of tool and techniques do you use at each stage? So this question is somehow related to the project part and it can be asked in two ways. First, let's say the interviewer is really interested in your resume and you have worked on really good data analysis project, then he or she can ask you to explain your own project completely end to end, like how you were collecting the data, how you were processing it, and what kind of tool and techniques you used for the data visualization part. So you need to explain it completely end to end. So make sure you are putting those kind of projects in your resume where you are fully confident and your contribution was really high. And second way to ask this question could be a complete new problem statement. So interviewer can give you a practical use case that, like, we want to work on this kind of data analysis project, then what would be your thought and what would be your approach? So here the interviewer basically not expecting 100% correct solution for it. He is much more interested in your approach and thought process, like how well you understand the business problem, and based on your experiences plus the demand of the project, what kind of tools and techniques you are using at every stage. So make sure to use your past experience as well while dealing with these kind of interview question. Fifth question, what are the key statistical concepts a data analyst should be familiar with, and how do they apply these statistical concepts in the process of data analysis? Sixth question, how would you design key performance indicator, means KPI dashboard, for a specific business or organization? Seventh question, how do you approach choosing most appropriate data visualization technique for a data set? Can you discuss some of your favorite data visualization tools and libraries? So this question is definitely related to the data representation or data visualization part, because when we have a particular data set, it can be anything, and when it comes to present the meaningful information out of this data in front of the stakeholders, the CXOs and the end customers, then we have to be very creative and thoughtful about the choice of data visualization technique, because data representation can be of different type, like the bar chart, line chart, the pie chart, heat map and the tree map and many other type of it. So for a particular data set and use case, what would be the most appropriate visualization technique? That will depend on the kind of information you want to cater to the end users. So in this question, that would be the expectation. So you should practically give these examples, like if you have this kind of data set and you had a past experience, then why do you think this particular visualization technique is most appropriate one? So discuss this question with some practical examples and whatever visualization tools you have used. So in the industry right now, the popular one like the Power BI and Tableau. So if you have used that one, you can definitely discuss it in depth. Eighth important question, explain the concepts of hypothesis testing and provide an example of a situation where you might want to use hypothesis testing in your data analysis project. And the ninth question, can you discuss a time when you had to deal with the large data set and how did you manage to analyze it efficiently? Also, what tools and techniques did you use to optimize the performance and accurate results? So again, this question is related to the design part of data analytics projects, because most of the time we have to deal with these kind of large data set. So based on our experiences in terms of the optimization, in terms of ensuring the accurate results, what all tools and techniques we can use, in this question we have to answer it accordingly. And again, that will depend what kind of data set you are dealing with, and here your focus should be more around the best practices. Like if we have this kind of large data set, then what kind of steps we can take with respect to the optimization part, be it the logic, be it the resource. So whatever techniques you have been using it, here you can discuss those things. And the last question, how do you ensure privacy and security of sensitive data in your data analysis project, and what steps do you take to comply with data protection regulations such as GDPR and CCPA? So that was all about the top 10 interview question for the data analyst role. I hope this would be really helpful in your preparation. So make sure to go through with all these questions, and apart from that, whatever you are preparing, and if you are struggling to work on really cool and practical industry based big data projects, then Project Pro is there to help you out. So make sure to check out the platform. Link is given in the description, because Project Pro has more than 280 plus solved end-to-end completely tested and working big data projects, which will definitely add a great value in your profile and in your practical learnings. Do check out Project Pro platform, and also make sure to like this video. And if you have any thoughts, any opinion, and you want to share few of the important questions based on your experiences, then please put it in the comment section. We would be really happy to have your experience as well in our YouTube video. And I will see you guys really soon with another interesting topic for the big data. Till then, keep watching.